Hello everybody, we're getting ready to do lesson 4.3 of Algebra 1. This will be part 1 here. Writing linear equations in point-slope form. We have a classwork skill sheet here for 30 points that you can acquire, and then we have 11 points here for note-taking. Here is your standard. This is part 1. Teachers, here is the bell work for today. Using 2 points, write an equation line, pass through the given points, and then write an equation line, pass the line, goes through 2 points. So give your students 5 minutes to do this. Okay, welcome back. We're going to get the solutions now to our bell work. Students, check yourself here. Here is the first bell work here. We find the slope, then we plug it into y equals mx plus b with one of the points, and there is your equation of this line here. Same thing down here, find your slope and then plug in one of the 2 points into it and you'll find your equation of this line here. Okay, so writing linear equations in point-slope form. You wrote linear equations slope-intercept. You will write equation slope form now. Consider that the line passes through this point here with a slope of 1/2. Let x and y, where x cannot equal 2, be another point on the line. You can write an equation relating x and y using the slope-intercept, using the slope formula, with x1, y1 equal to this, and x2, y2 equaling xy. So here's our slope formula. So, and then 1/2 would equal y minus 3 over x minus 2. So what we need to do is substitute 1/2 for m, and then 3 for y, and then 2 for x, 1. Multiply each side by x minus 2 now is what we're going to do. And then we get this, x minus 2, this cancels, so we get y minus 3 equals this over here. Equation in point-slope form is y minus 3 equals 1/2 x minus 2. Isn't that slick how we came up with point-slope form here? Instead of slope-intercept, now we have point-slope. We have slope, and then we have a point here. This is 1/2 of the point. This is the other half of the point here. Okay, so point-slope form. Point-slope form of the equation of a non-vertical line given through a given point x1, y1 with slope of m is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And then here is a diagram of what we're doing here. Y minus y1 is here, x1, y1. So we're going up here on our slope and then going over on our run here, our rise over run. And then xy is here. Xy is here, x1, y1 will be down here. Point slope form, students, define it in words. Okay, example 1, write an equation point slope form. So point slope form, line passes through 4, -3 and has a slope of 2. So here's our setup. Y minus y1 equals m times the quantity x minus x1. So substitute 2 for m, 4 for x1, and -3 for y1. So here's our substitution here. 3, because this is negative y1, a negative of a negative would make this positive 3, and then this is minus x1, our x1 is here, so it's x minus 4. Okay, so write an equation in point-slope form. Line passes through -1, 4 and has slope. Okay, so we're going to do that here. Here is our original formula here for that. Now we're going to sub in y minus 4, so y1 here, -4, minus this, and then -2 times quantity x minus the -1 here, and that becomes -2 times x plus 1. Here it is here in point slope form, point slope. Okay. And then example 2, graph an equation in point-slope form. So we're going to graph an equation that's in this form here. How do we do that? Because the equation is point-slope form, you know that line has a slope of 2/3. We know that. And passes through the point 3, -2. So 3, negative 2, plot to point 3, negative 2, which would be here. Find a second point in line using slope. Draw a line through to both points. So using slope, what's our slope? 2/3. Rise over run. Rise over run. So 1, 2, and then over 1, 2, 3. That would be the second point there. There's our line through the 2 points for this line here. They draw it like this. 2 over 3. Okay? Graph the equation. Y minus 1 equals negative x minus 2. Students, you do this too on your own. Okay, I got a practice here. We have a point here of 2, 1. They're both positive because they take the negatives of those. So 2, 1, and then we have a slope here of negative 1. So we down 1, over 1, or up 1, and then negative, a negative run, positive run, negative, or negative rise and positive run. Either way, you'll come up with 2 points here on this line like that. Okay, that was 4.3. And part 2, part 3, email me here. Thank you very much.